Bobby Glen James here. We're here about the 8 wisdoms again, no less. The last wisdom, the 8th wisdom. I know you guys have been so excited. Well, okay, maybe not. But I'm here with my amazing good friend, Chaplain J. Taylor. He has agreed to be wacky with Bobby and do an interview about the last wisdom, the 8th wisdom. And I haven't said what it is yet. Now, some of you read the book. Maybe you do know. You've rushed out because I've been so secretive about it. But we're going to talk about it right now. Me and Jay have been in business a long time. We've done a lot of business things. Jay has been a lawyer in the past, and you've had to deal with the corporate world a lot. And there's one thing that we just don't talk about in the corporate world. We don't talk about it, yet it is the most powerful force in the universe. The most powerful force in the universe, and we don't use it for business. And it is love. And I would love to get Jay's take on love. I know where your heart comes from. I know where your space is. So I wanted to ask you, what do you feel about the 8th wisdom, love?
Well, I'm thrilled to talk about the most powerful force in the universe, especially with someone who I love and respect and admire. It's the love that brings us together. That's the connection that we feel. From the very first phone call we had, from the very first discussion of 8 wisdoms, it was about love. It was about serving people.
Nice.
And the great thing about love and love in the workforce is love is something we feel. Otherwise, the workforce is cognitive. The workforce is something we think, we analyze, we look at, we use metrics, we use ROI, we use KPIs, right? We're constantly about thinking. Love is something we feel.
I love that. That is so cool. We get so caught up in the metrics and the ideas of what business is supposed to look like, we forget the humanness, the connection of the. And when you have employees that get that connection, that realize that you care about them, that you love them, how do they treat customers?
Then they treat them with love. So we look at love in the workforce really with 3 different groups. We look at it internally, right? Those, do we love our colleagues? Do we love our coworkers? We look at the product or service that we do. Do we love what we do? Are we passionate about it? Does it get us out of bed? Does it call us? And then we look at those we serve. Do we love them? How do we feel about them? But people feel love, because what's interesting is in the absence of love, we feel nothing, right? We don't feel loved. We don't feel respected. Right. And the one thing about love, and it's kind of my thought, is love is best experienced as a verb. And you know we're both writers, right?
Yes.
And 8 Wisdoms is about this great book that you've written, and you've shared that with all of us, right? But love is best experienced as a verb.
Action.
It is the doing part, right? It's love is this concept, this noun, this thing that we think about, and that's wonderful. It's a great place to think about. But to feel love, right? It's an action.
Yes.
It's not passive. It's active.
So
we
true.
infuse each other with love.
Ooh, yes.
Right.
And that's the secret. That's the secret. That's the magic of the 8th wisdom. It engulfs everything else. If you can connect everything else that you've learned in life, 8 wisdoms or not, or whatever you want to call it, and you wrap it around love, you're far more than just successful. You're far more than you ever thought.
Love is the booster of everything.
It is.
We can look at the
fuel.
It is.
Yes.
The core values that are found in the 8 wisdoms, and each of those core values and how important they are. Love makes them bloom. Love makes them go. Love makes them blossom. Love makes them big. Yes. It really does. And to be a part of that in the workforce, at home, in our communities, in our congregations, in our families, we need to bring love to the forefront. That simple, basic, but yet most powerful of all virtues, of all qualities, right? To love. And to love one another, to love what we do, to instill love within other people. And I think also in the workforce with respect to love is it helps us to humanize it. You know, right now, particularly with social media, we look at friends and followers and circles and users and all of these different labels which dehumanize the people we serve. And how do we serve with love?
It actually takes us further away.
It does. It really does.
True.
Whereas love is something that takes us back into it. And I think not only in loving people, but loving life, loving what we do,
Yes.
being grateful. I think gratitude is a part of
Oh,
love.
so true. I think you and me both have been in the past done things that we hated, that was hard to get out of bed in the morning. And I think you and me both have come to this conclusion that it's our destiny in life to teach people, don't do that. Love what you do.
Do what
Get
you
up
love.
In the morning.
Yes.
Get up in the morning and be excited about the day. Don't go, oh, this sucks. I've got to go take care of things, and it's not my passion. It's not my love. Man, your life is so much more fulfilled when you're open and connected with people in love.
Absolutely. And love is that which connects us, right?
Yes.
It's that which, from that movie James Cameron, Avatar, right? It's that connection that we feel. You and I won't get on the phone for a number of months or something like that, and then you'll call me out of the blue, or we'll get together, and you feel that connection.
Absolutely.
And it feels good. And I want that connection. I want to feel that.
Yeah.
I want to feel that honor. I want to feel that connection with others. And it's up to me also to spread it and to give it. I think love is one of those things that the more we give, the more we get back.
Absolutely.
Unlike other resources that as we spend those resources,
Yep.
ours depletes.
Yep.
Love is something that just continues to flourish and to grow.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Oh man, I had this profound thought just then that has now completely gone.
Oh no! Let's love it back.
I was like, oh, that is so amazing. When you were talking about that it fills us up, it's a never-ending fill up. Mm-hmm. It's when we are connected with the things we love and the people we love, and we're open to loving the people around us, we don't get tired. You don't get drained. You don't get used up, because it's given back the same way. And if you're a salesperson and you're doing sales and you're connected with the old selling, here I'm going to sell you and I'm going to use all the sales tricks. People don't respond to that. You may sell a lot of junk, but you won't have a client. You won't have somebody that knows that you respect them.
Because sales tactics and sales methods typically don't build relationships, right? They're cerebral. They're about closing the sale. They're about making the deal. Whereas when we create relationships and people feel we care, they feel that love, they feel that connection, we create relationships. Relationships can lead to serving one another. And perhaps as part of that service, there's a sale, a product, an ongoing service. The other thing, Bobby, that you bring out, and I think we have to acknowledge it, is the reason love is boundless. The reason love is endless. The reason love grows and grows is because of its source.
Yes.
We don't necessarily create love, right? We're able to draw upon a higher power, a higher source that feeds us with love, because I believe the essence of the divine is love.
Absolutely.
And also, love is the universal language. It's the universal truth. It knows no language barrier. It knows no socioeconomic barrier. It doesn't necessarily know a culture, political, or other, right? With love, we can go anywhere. We can break down any barrier. We can penetrate any particular sector or region or target market, whatever it might be, by being authentic and grateful and loving and showing up as that, as love.
Super powerful. Guys, this is super powerful. I knew when I said I gotta have Jay talk about love with me. I knew it was the right person. I knew you were, it was divinely inspired. So thank you so much, Jay.
My pleasure.
Bobby Glen James, Chaplain Jay Taylor, 8 Wisdoms. We'll catch you later.
Love it forward.
I love it.